The famous credo, the motto of the Musketeers was, one for all and all for one. This, I believe, could not be more accurate about what the meaning of Jewish faith, collective faith and Jewish solidarity is. We are exactly that, but they're two sides, different sides of the same equation. One for all means that we are here for a cause much bigger than ourselves. And that cause, of course, is the Jewish people, the vision that Hashem has given to the Jewish people, Jewish destiny, the values of the Torah, of ethical monotheism, to spread the word of a deep personal and collective responsibility toward God and good, the values of Hashem and the Torah. One for all. And indeed, on Simchat Torah, the 7th of October, our son Daniel and his tzevet, his team, and so many thousands of young and old men and women from across Israel, civilians and soldiers alike, and since then, for 637 days, have been putting their lives on the line, the individual life for the aim of the Jewish people and our values much bigger than ourselves. But there's also a reciprocal responsibility. It's not only one for all, it's all for one. That we are together place a premium on the value of human life and Jewish life more than any other people in the history of time. After all, it's the Jewish people who taught the world that human beings were created b'tselem Elokim, in the image of God. Every single human being has endless spiritual value as taught to us in the Torah. And nowhere is this clearer in this week's parasha, Chukat, where we see the Jewish people go to war, not only for one person, for one maidservant, somebody who was on lower social class, questionable even their Jewish background, a lowly maidservant, says Rashi, when it says in this week's parasha that the Canaanites came to declare war on Israel, and it says, Vayesh mimenu shevi, they took one captive, and unhesitatingly, Bnei Israel go to war to save one lowly captive. This is even greater on some level, not in its daring, but in its moral representation than what Avraham Avinu did. What did Avraham Avinu do? We know. In Parashat Lech Lecha, he goes to war to save his errant nephew, but it's a family member. It's his nephew. It's the brother of his brother. It's a child of his brother, and he's prepared to go to war and risk everything for one errant family member. Here, it's even more than that. Somebody that the people might not even have known from a lower social status and not related to anybody. Might even have come from another nation or done as sins as people had to do to sell themselves into slavery. Yet, such is the value of one human life and one Jewish life. And I believe this is one of the greatest values the Jewish people continue to teach the world. How we distinguish between combatants and non-combatants according to international law and according to Torah law. The need to be able to value all human life, to be lethal in our defense, to defend ourselves and to protect ourselves, but at the same time discerning and distinguishing in understanding the value of human life. So too in the hostage situation we find ourselves. Who would believe 636, 637 days later, still 50 hostages, 20 of them alive, including at least 20 our sons, soldier, Matan Angrest, Daniel, Itai, and others to bring back, many deceased. The value of the absolute value of every single one of our captives needs to be, in my opinion, beyond politics. It needs to be something that is absolutely critical, whatever we feel and whatever our political and geopolitical view is. The absolute responsibility of all for one, not only one for all, not only the people who put their lives on the line for all of us, but all for one. Like Bnei Israel from Avraham Avinu's time until this week's parasha and beyond, know that to save a fellow Jew and to teach each other in the world the value of a human life is of utmost importance. May we, Be'ezrat Hashem, come together as one. I always say, B'yachad nenatzach is the motto of the war. It's not, the emphasis is not on nenatzach, that together we will win and we'll be victorious. It means together we'll be victorious. When we are together, Ke'ish echad b'lev echad, when we are one for all, and translate that into all for one, there is no people, Mi kamcha Yisrael go echad ba'aretz, like our people, the one land, the one God, and all of us for one. Shabbat Shalom.